Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Dirty Trucking. As you can see, I'm just waking up, still looking like I just got out of bed. This is, what is this? What's the day? Thursday. I've only worked one day this week. So I don't know what's going on again. That is slow here again. The last time they talking about the plant was down. I've been watching on the news that the UAW has been making some demands. The workers want a 32-hour work week. Something about some double-digit pay increase and two other things I've seen. See, this, when I was over the road and I was making my decision to come back local, this is why I didn't want to work for a company that hauls solely for the auto industry. Because when them motherfuckers go down, decide to strike, or decide they don't want to come to work, you have no work. You have nothing else for your drivers to do. And don't nobody want to be employed at a place, and you ain't got no work to do. But this is leading me into a very important part of trucking. What's causing stress of drivers? You don't think having to call your dispatcher every day looking for a load is causing you stress. You done just had a good night's sleep or whatever, you well rested, and you getting to work or having work is dependent on you picking up the phone, calling a dispatcher who is paid to find you loads. And I don't understand why I'm calling the dispatcher in the first place, to let them know I'm ready to work. I called yesterday. They've gotten down. They've gotten real good with this call back in an hour. If anything pops up, I'll give you a call. If anything pops up before I leave, I'll give you a call. If they don't ever call, then I call the next dispatchers on shift. Now, we just going down the line, talking to dispatchers, talking about they ain't got no work. This went on yesterday. So, I'm only going to call once. That's it. You said call to let you know when I'm ready. You know that I'm ready. Why are you making demands of me to call you back to see if you got a load? Dispatchers are paid to find the driver's loads. You have an app to put the load on there to where the driver can accept or decline the load. When you put the load on there, they either accept it or decline it. You've done your job as a dispatcher. There's no dispute, nothing. Now, maybe the driver don't want to do that load. That's different. Then they gonna place a phone call to you, depending on what the load is. But I'm pretty much on some type of dedicated. Dedicated is boring to me. I don't like doing the same thing all day, every day. They try to make it sound all wonderful. Talking about, at least you know what you're doing. Yeah, if you doing what you say, I know what I'm doing. But I'm not doing that every day. And waking up from a restful sleep to have a call a dispatcher to find out if you got work for the day is stressful. And they need to stop that shit. I don't like nobody putting stress on me prior to me getting under the wheel of a truck. Stress of getting the load prior to me getting to the truck. When you at work already. And then you want a special hello. I called this morning. True story. I'm in the bed, just woke up. Called this morning, dispatcher, answer. This is so-and-so. I said, you got a load? She turns around and said, well, how about a hello? As if I don't say hello to you, you're not going to find me no load. So she puts the call on hold. Come back. No, there's nothing right now. Call back an hour. This has been going on pretty much all week. Monday, I didn't work because of that. Tuesday, I ended up with a load. Wednesday, no load because of that. And here we go again today, Thursday. I'm not making no money. And these people want you calling every day. And then what I don't get is that they sit up here and safety have this speech with you, talking about safety and all this other shit. Well, what about stress placed upon the drivers from the dispatchers prior to them getting to work? Why is your company set up that the drivers has to call every day and ask for a motherfucking load? And then when you ain't got no load, what do you think that does to a driver who's up? They're ready to come in to go to work. The 10-hour break's up. They ready to go. And they get on the phone with a dispatcher talking about, we ain't got nothing right now. So now we sitting around here waiting and waiting. You tell us to call back. We call back. You saying the same shit. Or maybe we might look up and get a load. Now we waiting around. We waiting. Now you up in the morning. My time to drive. I'm a day driver. I only tolerated that fatigue night driving because of that construction shit that was going on. It has, the construction is almost over. So, and I was easing back into the day shift. But what I noticed here is when I was running nights because of that construction, all the rest of the workers was running days. I would see them going down, heading down when I was coming back in. And now that I'm back on days, they running the time I used to come in. And now I'm being told it ain't no loads. I'm having problems getting loads. Then when I was on nights, I started having problems getting loads, which forced me back on the days, which I needed to come back anyway, because I'm not a night driver. I don't like any company doing anything, taking advantage of me, forcing me into a position where I have to drive a shift that I know I don't want to drive. I don't live at work. I'm not on call at work. I'm going to call you once for work. All that calling back shit is a courtesy from me if I do it. If I call you and tell you I'm ready, why the fuck do I have to call you back? You already know I'm ready. I don't need to call you. I don't need to get on the phone to hear your voice for you to tell me what load you finna put me on. We have an app. There's an app for that. And I'm quite sure this company is charging for the use of that app. But you're not using that app. You making the drivers call you. And that is stressful. I don't like stressful days. I don't like stressful drivers. I don't like dispatchers that stresses me out. And hear this shit, I've only worked one day. Next week, Monday, is my birthday. I only work one day. My checks is starting to look like crap. And now they've gotten to the point where they think you supposed to just jump up and start driving any shift when they get a load. I've been up all day. I'm a day driver. What you think I'm going to do the Walmart shit? Be up 12 hours? Do you finally throw me a load? Or 8 hours, you finally throw me a 12 hours, you throw me a load and want me to drive from the evening up until the next morning? But you think I'm finna do that? You gonna set me up? Let me tell you what'll happen. Because I guarantee you, if one of your drivers get into an accident, that attorney is gonna run you through the ringer. Because let me tell you what they're gonna look for. They're gonna look for anything and everything they have might have been a cause for that driver to have an accident. Was the driver stressed out? Yeah, the driver's getting stressed out prior to coming to work. Then they're gonna find out. Well, the company, at the time the drivers, then they're gonna look when your brake is up. Oh, they're gonna look when your brake is up. Okay, this driver's brake was up at so-and-so in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. But wasn't dispatched on a load until 5 p.m., meaning this driver has been up. So now this driver is in a fatigue situation. And these loads are 12 hours. So the driver been ready and available since 6:30 a.m., didn't get a load till 5, knowing they didn't go right back to sleep because My sleep pattern don't work like that. I don't know about anybody else. Mine don't. Once I'm up, I'm up. That's it. It don't work like that. I'm not up and go back to sleep. My pattern don't shift like that. Even though I'm a truck driver, even when I was over the road, you prepare for that. You are eased into that. By the time you get off from the next load, your body kind of eased into it. But once you up, you're already doing work. You're not up around like me, sitting here waiting on work. Getting stressed out, calling about work. I got to talk to them a special way to get work. And I guess this company think I forgot about the dispatcher that told me I need to leave, go work at a grocery store. For no apparent reason at all. Should that have came out of his motherfucking mouth? But you want me to, I got to say hello. No, hello is for that motherfucker you get out of bed with. Hello is for that motherfucker you married to. Good morning is for that motherfucker you at home cooking breakfast to. Once you get to work, you at work. It don't require a hello or a good morning. It don't require that. You at work. When you at work, you're supposed to be performing the functions of your job. You ain't supposed to be on the phone talking at somebody like you ain't gonna perform the function of your job until you get a special hello. I'm not the motherfucker at home with you. You at work. I'm at work. And after that, what the last dispatcher said, that kind of shit don't go in one ear and out the other. It sticks in your head. Now I see what kind of mentality I'm dealing with dispatchers here. And if he said that, he spread it around the dispatcher office with that. And I'm quite sure the other dispatchers that were sitting near him heard him say that. So now my mentality is, what the fuck kind of dispatchers am I dealing with here at this company? And when they start talking to you like that, all of a sudden your money started getting messed with. You ain't getting lows. Now, it could be because of the UAW situation. But see, we don't haul for the one that's on TV talk about the situation. That's General Motors. I ain't pulled at the General Motors freight here, making them demands. But then I heard all the rest of them is supposed to be making demands. And that's why I don't work for companies that solely haul for the auto industry. You're going to have a problem. You ain't going to have no work for your drivers. Then you're going to eventually lose your drivers, because ain't nobody going to sit around and wait it out because you didn't think this process through and realize that you needed something else to fall back on if the plant decided to do it. Those plants, and I worked at Chrysler, I know when they downtime is. So when they was telling me it's slow now, and I was like, what the fuck you mean slow? This ain't no downtime. We just went through a downtime. We don't have downtime every 4 weeks. Why is it slow now? Then I see on the news this UAW. UAW always asking for something. Didn't y'all get pandemic money? Didn't y'all receive, what you need more money for? If they buying cars like that? Hell, I couldn't even get a car from Drive Time. This motherfucker lied to me and told me it was going to take 7 days, which turned into a month, which really made me realize he wasn't doing nothing but going through my financial statements or my bank statements I sent there and thought I was going to wait till the end of the month and send him another fresh batch. No. That's why I didn't end up with a car. It's because of Drive Time and these games. Don't no driver want to get stressed out from no job. Don't no job supposed to be adding stress onto a driver. You have an app. You need to use it. I send messages through the app. I was told they don't read them. I let them know through the app what time I'm available at work. They said they don't read them. Your app is set up for you to send loads to the drivers. You have an accept and start, and then you have a decline. Why in the fuck are you demanding your drivers call every damn day to let you know they ready